Since Lon did the bowls, I'll kind of wrap up with my didgeridoo afterwards this time. Okay, a little change in plans. Drinking water, papers, didge, good to go. So, yes, 'tis the season again. I know this because I was in Walmart the 1st of October, and I don't know what was going up quicker. Candy, Thanksgiving stuff, or fake Christmas trees in the next aisle over. Walk down an aisle and there's Christmas trees, there's the fake Christmas trees and the ornaments to decorate trees and wrapping paper. So, yes indeed, 'tis the season again. However, November is the month that we take to be thankful for goodness and blessings we experienced during the past year and which we are currently blessed with. Then into December, the month of giving and sharing. It's almost like we have a subconscious guilt that came to us from November. When we gave thanks for everything and gave gratitude, and then we get to December and realize how much we had to be thankful and grateful for. So we wind up giving it all away in December. I'm having troubles with this, sorry. But anyway, back to November. And the theme of November is gratitude. And just like most religions in churches across the nation, the main topic for this month will be reminders to be thankful and grateful for the blessings God has given us in most every aspect of our lives. I don't mean to be curt and rude, but it has amused me for years that we as a society take one day a year and do what we should do most every day. So my title is intended to be a bit sarcastic tone, since my main topic is gratitude, which is a noun, has its root in Latin, of course. It has gratus, and it also was gratitudo. It meant pleased, or I am pleased. We know the meaning. It's a quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and return kindness. It's a gratefulness, thankfulness, thanks, appreciation, and indebtedness. But really, to be grateful is more than being thankful. We say thank you to be polite when a minor courtesy is done, such as someone holds the door open for us, or says, bless you when you sneeze, or they say thank you when you're about ready to collide and somebody says, oh, excuse me, and the other person says thank you. But when we are grateful, our own intention of expressing appreciation should soar to a much higher degree than that of being thankful. It seems to me that our large part of our society has become complacent in being grateful from the constant use of being thankful. They have intermixed them and think they are synonymous, more so than the fact that they really aren't that close. I bet everyone here has heard at one time the talk where they should adopt an attitude of gratitude and do it daily. And we should. I won't argue with that. But what can happen with that constant daily attitude of gratitude? Has it made us complacent about the word and what it means? Is it there any real feeling behind the use of the word when we used it in a comment? Any real emotion behind your gratitude, saying thank you is just a politeness that we use in society. But if we are truly grateful, there should be more of an emotional feeling or impact being felt within. Saying thank you comes from the head and has no real emotion. All it does is give us a smile, and a smile sometimes to those we say it to. But being grateful is an emotion, and it should come from the heart, warming our soul and the soul of who we direct it towards. Gratitude with true heartfelt emotional power behind it can have some surprising side effects. According to Robert Emmons of the Greater Good Science Center, gratitude can help block toxic emotions that get in the way of our long-term happiness. It also helps magnify the goodness in your life and decrease envy and depression by widening your scope of reality to interpret life events differently. That made me think of the Course in Miracles saying that says, the world we see is but a projection of our inward condition. For instance, a Dr. Tanner, a PhD in theology, and is a ministerial candidate for Unity Institute, at least at the time of this writing. He might be an actual minister now. Anyway, he tells a story. According to an Arabic legend, a young man was roaming the desert and came across a spring of crystal clear water. The water was so delicious that he filled his leather canteen to the brim so he could bring some back to a tribal elder who had been his teacher. After a 4-day journey, he offered the water to the elder, who took a deep drink, pleasantly smiled, and thanked his former student for the excellent water. The young man returned to his home with a happy heart. Later, the elder let another student taste the water. He spit it out, saying, "It was terrible." Apparently, over the 4 days, the old leather container, it had made the water stale. The student challenged the teacher, "Master, the water was awful, but why did you pretend to like it?" The teacher replied, "You only tasted the water, whereas I tasted the gift. The water was simply the container for an act of loving kindness." In Dr. Tanner's conclusion, he wrote, "Despite appearances, circumstances are the outer form. The tribal elder in the story was able to clearly perceive the spirit of the gift, the love from which it came. In other words, he was able to be grateful when he could have not been." He was able to experience gratitude even when circumstances were distasteful. Likewise, we can develop gratefulness just like any other spiritual capacity. Dr. Tanner concludes, while we may not always have a choice about what we experience in life, we can definitely have a choice about how we experience our gratitude. So yes, the love within the elderly teacher saw the love behind the gift and did not see the condition of the gift. That is how we should express our gratitude. See and express the emotion which is powered in the giving. Also from the Course in Miracles, if you are grateful to your brother, you are grateful to God for what he created. Through your gratitude, you come to know your brother, and one moment of real recognition makes everyone your brother, because each of them is of your Father. Love does not conquer all things, but it does see all things right. Here's another health benefit in a quote by Susan Smith Jones. Each and every day, take a moment to be grateful for all you have in life. Gratitude, after all, is a great stress buster. What you think about consistently brings more of the same into your life. So focusing on the positive, even during difficult times, is the best way to reduce and alleviate stress and transform your life. In Sacred Secrets by Reverend Ruth Wallace, an ordained Unity minister, she says, practice gratitude daily and your life will change in ways you can hardly imagine. Gratitude, like the law of attraction, is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. When we feel gratitude, we feel love, joy, appreciation, humility, and peace. We also attract even more experiences into our lives for which we feel grateful. See, everybody's playing the same song there. Yeah. Be grateful, and it multiplies. It's one of those laws God gave us of the universe. So a few paragraphs later, she states, when I am grateful, I feel light. I am able to be present. I forget about little things and even the big things I worry about. I am peaceful. I am not thinking about myself, but am outwardly focused. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Gratitude is shown in acts. That's by Henry Emile. It is impossible to feel grateful and depressed in the same moment. That's by Naomi Williams. Gratitude also opens your eyes to the limitless potential of the universe, while dissatisfaction closes them. That's by Stephen Richards. And my final quote I found was, well, not the final one I found, but the final one I'm going to give you. So, gratitude is more a compliment to yourself than someone else. That was by Rahil Farak. From the Buddhist point of view, gratitude unfolds in unusual ways. The Dalai Lama goes so far as to thank those who have occupied his country for more than half a century. He quotes, I am very grateful to the Chinese for giving me this opportunity. The enemy is very important. The enemy teaches you inner strength. In another reading I did on the Dalai Lama, or on a documentary I saw one time, he was asked what he felt about the Chinese having occupation of Tibet. And he thanked them. He was grateful for them. In this particular instance, he said, how else would I have traveled the world if I hadn't been forced out of Tibet? So he's always looking at the positive side of something. So even in the face of overwhelming adversity, Buddha, or the Dalai Lama, adheres to a time-honored principle. Be grateful to everyone, but truly with heart-powered emotion and not with the complacency of a thank you. So mainly, in closing, don't be complacent with your gratitude. Gratitude needs to be given with the same emotion and intent you have with your prayers. When you are in that moment of prayer to the higher power, that's when your true sincerity and the love of gratitude can come forth and shine. If you receive something, feel the intent and emotion behind the gift or the offering. If you are truly grateful for it, then give it the emotion deserved and not as if you would say thank you to someone who opened the door for you. Be an elder, be a teacher. Namaste.